She had only one Christmas Eve left. But his love made the miracle happen. To love is to have a bird perched on your finger. Mario Quintana. This quote is a metaphor for how delicate love is. Loving is like having a bird on your finger. You feel its presence, but know it could fly away at any moment. It's about accepting the risk without trying to hold on. It's about trusting, caring, and being grateful for every second, even knowing it may end. And that's exactly what he did. What if your last Christmas was also the most unforgettable of your life? What if the true Christmas miracle wasn't a cure or a gift, but a love so pure, so delicate, that even when everything seemed lost, it chose to stay? Imagine loving someone knowing they could leave at any moment, and still choosing to stay. No expectations, no control, just love. This isn't just a Christmas story. It's a gift from heaven. But get ready, because what you're about to hear is real, it's powerful, and it will touch your soul. Before we go on, subscribe to the channel right now, because by the end of this story, you'll understand that true love doesn't hold on, it frees. And this story will prove it. In the heart of a small town decorated with glowing lights and snow-covered trees, lived a young man named Lucas, 22, a seller of old poetry books. His life was simple, but his heart was enormous. One ordinary December day, he met Camila, a 21-year-old nurse who cared for terminal patients at the local hospital. They met by chance when Lucas donated books of poems to the children's ward. Camila had eyes that smiled before her lips did. And Lucas, he had a way of hearing silence. They began to see each other often. They'd walk at night through decorated streets, sip hot chocolate, read Mario Quintana together, and talk about dreams. With every touch, every laugh, Lucas felt it. That love was rare. Like a bird perched on his finger. You feel it there, but you can't squeeze it, or it flies away. On Christmas Eve, Lucas planned a surprise. A dinner just for the two of them in the middle of the lit-up town square, surrounded by candles and holiday music. She appeared in a simple red dress and a tired smile. That night, they danced as if time had stopped. But there was something in Camila's eyes Lucas couldn't quite understand. Something she was hiding. 5 days before Christmas, Camila had received the diagnosis: leukemia, advanced stage. She had been in treatment for a year, but her body was no longer responding. The doctors were clear. It was a matter of days. She didn't tell him. She didn't want their love to turn into grief. She didn't want to see pity in Lucas's eyes. She just wanted to love. Until the end. On Christmas Eve, between laughter and songs, she collapsed in Lucas's arms. He rushed her to the hospital. And that's when he found out everything. His world fell apart. He asked why she didn't tell him. She simply whispered, "Because loving you is like holding a bird on my finger. I knew one day it would fly away, but I wanted to enjoy every second before that happened." If you're feeling this in your chest right now, it's because love has perched there too. Subscribe now, because what happened next is unbelievable. Lucas didn't leave the hospital. Every day, he read poetry at Camila's bedside. He gathered friends, mobilized networks, and secured an emergency transfusion and an experimental drug, even knowing it was risky. The doctor shook his head, but Lucas said, "Love is an invisible miracle, and I believe in it." On New Year's Eve, the entire town gathered outside the hospital. Lights were turned on, music played. At 11:59 p.m., Lucas held Camila's hand and said, "If you go, I'll understand. But if you can stay, just a little longer, I promise I won't hold you tight. I'll just keep loving you." And when the clock struck midnight, Camila opened her eyes, weak but conscious, crying. She survived. Was it a miracle? Medicine? Love? Maybe all of it. Maybe it was just the bird deciding to stay a little longer. Today, 3 years later, Lucas and Camila still walk those same decorated streets. She's still in treatment, but she lives. She lives with strength, with gratitude, with poetry. And every Christmas, Lucas remembers. To love is to accept that the other may fly away at any moment. But while they're perched on your finger, you care for them with tenderness, without fear, with faith. To love is to have a bird perched on your finger, not to hold tight, but to be grateful for every second it chose to stay. If this story touched you, Comment below. What was the moment that moved you the most? Like the video so this message can reach more hearts. Share it with someone you love. And if you can, consider donating using the link below so more stories like this can inspire lives. Do you have a story of love and resilience that deserves to be told? Share it in the comments. Maybe the next story will be yours. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. May your love also know how to fly and return. See you in the next video.